Kanye's song Power is not what you think it's about. It's not. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how this song is filled with contradictions. It's basically Kanye going back and forth with this two versions of himself. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that is. So this song is basically a spiral, right? It starts with saying that I'm living in the 21st century doing something mean to it. So this guy is confident. He is confident. He knows he's that guy. He knows that he's doing something meaningful. And then he says, do it better than anybody you've ever seen do it. So he knows that he's not just a guy. He's full of greatness. And then he's also saying that screams from the haters got a nice ring to it. So he's saying he's unbothered. He doesn't care about the haters. But then the doubt creeps in. He says, no one man should have all that power. Here he's thinking, wow, I do seem to have a lot of power. I am incredibly talented. I have something new. I am unbothered. Wow, there's so much power I have, and I also have money. And then he says, stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. So he's quite aware of his situation here, that he's kind of intoxicated and he's losing his grip. Then he basically makes a confession. He says, I embody every characteristic of the egotistic. So he's basically saying that he knows that there's a lot of ego in him. He knows that he's not denying it. He's leaning into it and he's being completely honest. And then he said, I just needed time alone with my thoughts. Treasures in my mind couldn't open my own vault. That's such a powerful line, right? He's aware that he just had to sit with his own thoughts. He knew that everything he had was in himself. And he was incredibly and is incredibly talented. He then talks about my childlike creativity, purity, and honesty being crowded by these grown thoughts. So he's going back to where he's missing who he was before he was powerful, before he had that power. He talks about how he had this childlike curiosity that has now been tainted by the industry he's in and the grown people with their grown mindsets. Right? So there's a crack in his persona. He's slowly trying to understand what's happening to him. He says that reality is catching up with me. So he's understanding. He has clarity. He's literally saying it in his song that all this power is not fulfilling. He's saying that reality is catching up. And then there's something funny that happens where he says, where the bad women, where you hiding? He's saying, I got the power to make your life so exciting, but that's a lie. And that's a lie that shows that people who have nothing and often dealing with their own problems and own understanding of their identity and what they're going through, they'll say things like, oh, I'm super happy and successful, and they can sell this idea that they can make your life exciting too. Where this is Kanye saying, like, Kanye is going through so much. He's mocking the fantasy. He's going through so much right now, but then in the middle he's like, oh, but the women, you should come to me because I can make your life interesting. Which is, he's hiding himself here. And then he talks about, this will be a beautiful death. Now, for me, this is referring to either the death of his ego and to him going back to his child self, or this is the end of his child self and him completely surrendering to power. So there could be two of these things happening here, and I was thinking if he's getting lost in the power or letting himself kind of not drown in it. And the last line where he says, you got the power to let power go, where I think it's completely where he has understood that to let power go is real freedom. To let this power go is your rebirth as somebody who is free to do whatever you want to do. Real freedom comes from not having the need to have so much power. Kanye is really explaining here that power is not necessarily what's going to make you feel fulfilled, because he has everything, and yet he does not seem to have everything. He's more conflicted than ever. He's more lost than ever, and he needs to stick to something, and he's deciding whether to stick to this power and completely let go of himself, or try to get himself out of this and leave this behind to be the true Ye that he is. So yeah, I think that's what the song is about. It's not about bragging. It's him fighting with himself and confessing his feelings to everybody. He's begging. He's in a way begging to come home, but he's also resisting it, which is really fascinating because we do this all the time. We want something, but we also resist it, and we want something else. There's always a conflict, and we don't know when we ever come to a conclusion. Well, you guys have been really enjoying these videos, so let me know how you guys liked it, and do put in the comments your song suggestions or anything you would like to see. Yeah, I'm open to all sorts of conversations and different meanings of these songs. Like, what did you think when you heard this song for the first time? Did you think of these things or not?